welcome back. My name's Sandra Thomason from Mystic Mantra, and I thought I would do a quick have a look at the charts and a new moon reading, just because this one is bringing change. A lot of people are like, I've seen a few posts about it. I feel like this moon is going to be a good change, very strongly influenced by the planets, because a lot of the planets are in the actual signs. So this is kind of making it feel, for me, I feel like it is going to be a good change. But we do have Uranus, which is going retrograde, which likes to shake things up and rock the boat a little bit. Let's go to the new moon. So new moon following either Vedic astrology, which will be in Leo, or if you're following Western astrology, which will be in Virgo. Now Leos are fun, playful, and Leo's new moon is connected to the heart. So I feel like, even though we've got, if you were to follow new moon in Virgo for Western astrology, I feel like it's got the same meaning, because you would have just come out of Leo season, and I feel like it is all connected. Even though this is going to sound so confusing because there's so many different videos and information out there, but I'm just going to give you a brief info on both, depending on which ones you would prefer or would connect to. I guess it's all personal choice on where you connect. So new moon, if you're following the new moon in Virgo, Virgos they're about perfections. They're about being a perfectionist. When you know a Virgo, you know that they're very fine line on details and perfectionists, and some would call it nitpicking, but also nutrition as well. Virgos are connected to nutrition. They're a grounding sort of energy. And then the Leo energy is like fire, playful, fun, connected to the heart and the sun. So together, I feel like they do kind of connect together because of the alignments. So depending which one you wish to follow, I would just say with this new moon, the message would be, and the message that I keep hearing as well, is action without action. So receiving, you will be receiving gifts, you will be receiving from the universe. What your intentions that you start putting out, you will start seeing them manifest and coming to form. There's a lot of growth out of this new moon. There's a lot of it's a powerful time to start putting your dreams out there and your visions. And kind of, I was having this conversation the other day with my friend, and she said, like, would you put I've got so much information in my head that I'm trying to get it out and cipher it, but this new moon is connected to Regulus, which is a fixed star, and that fixed star's meaning is throne, so kingdom and throne. So as we were having this chat, she was like, okay, look at it this way. This is what the new moon energy, whether you follow Leo or Virgo, one, you're going to have change, and two, you're going to be the one making the change within your life. Because with the star of Regulus, it is all about your kingdom and who do you want in your kingdom? Who do you want? Who do you want to govern your kingdom and look after your kingdom? I'm hoping you guys are getting me. But like, who is it that when we think about people that we care about and what it is, would they care for us the same way? That sort of thing is going to be the energy with the Virgo new moon, of the nitpicking and sifting through things in your life, like it could be your boss that you're not happy with, it could be your partner that you're not happy with and you don't want to be treated certain ways by either person. It could be family members. So looking really deep into who you connect with, and I feel like it's an intimate connection. So people around you that you're close to is going to be a really big highlight for this new moon. And coming into September, that's also going to be the outlook on this. So just really tuning inwards and just being receptive to things that come into your life, because there is going to be change and there is going to be people coming into your life, and this is a focus on people that bring meaning, people that lift you up instead of people that bring you down. So I feel like you're going to be going over things with a fine-tooth comb. I'm seeing the picture of a fine-tooth comb for this new moon heading into September, and also continuing through to September till the September's full moon. The other message I'm hearing is divine feminine energy, which is connected to this moon. And again, it's just saying, just enjoy it and be open to receive it. Now, let's look at the bad before I shuffle. Actually, I won't shuffle. We've also got, what did I write down? Venus and Saturn is aspecting close. Now, that could put a highlight on a negativity towards relationships, putting pressure on your relationships. Venus is all about love, money, things that give you pleasure, things that you enjoy. Venus loves to love things, and Saturn kind of puts a restriction, but it's also a karmic. I feel like this is going to be like a karmic energy and a karmic past life lessons coming through. So either past life lessons from this lifetime that you need to learn and have a look at, or past lifetime lessons that we've come through and we need to learn in this lifetime, things that we need to change. Now, Venus is also aspecting Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is all about expanding and expansion. So when we've got that love bomb, I feel like that's like a big love bomb, sort of growth and abundance. And it's a really strong time to get that deep intimacy. But it also helps with the connection of the aspecting towards Venus and Saturn as well. So karmic relationships, learning, don't bring past things into your past relationship, things that have happened in the past, into a new relationship, because I do think that some will be forming relationships, especially with the way Venus is playing around. Now, the other thing that is probably worth mentioning as well, which is Mars and Rahu. Now, Mars is impulsive, it's power, it's drive, it's energy, which is good. We want that. In Rahu, which is the North Node, is all about wanting more, and yeah, together the energy could be being irrational and impulsive. It could also mean just be mindful of temperatures, and Rahu is like foreign and technology and internet and things like that. It governs all of that, which Mars can be warlike. So just, I don't know. I wasn't really going to talk too much on that because I kind of mentioned it. I wrote it down in a podcast on a podcast. I wrote it down on a podcast in a thing on Facebook. But just, I think maybe with the energy of Mars and Rahu, especially with the Venus in relationships, in your personal, people that are close to you and people that are intimate with you, not just on a partnership, or it is a partnership, but not just like your partner, or I'm talking like your work. It could be your work partner, people that are really intimate with you. Being mindful of not exploding. You might find that you're angry, or harsh words might be said, only because that's in the third house in Gemini, which can be communications. So just be mindful of how you communicate, and maybe how you communicate things that you want, especially if you're clearing out things with this new moon energy. And yeah, that was sort of the only thing other than Uranus going retrograde, which is, Uranus is retrograde. How do I put this nicely? Uranus is going back. Whenever something goes back retrograde, it's going back to go back and fix things that need to be fixed. But Uranus is a planet that likes to shake things up. But I feel like the shake-up will be for good and growth, and kind of like an uprooting, a surprise. It's more like a surprise. And I'm wondering why that is on the camera blurry, but it's just me focusing on the flame. All right, so Uranus is just be prepared to be unprepared, be shocked, be awakened by some sort of, it could be some sort of news, or let's have a look what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. And yeah, really just tap into that feminine energy and being open to receive. We're so built in our minds of not thinking that we're good enough, or not thinking, you can't make this up, the moon card just fell out. That real feminine energy, connecting to that feminine energy of letting things in, being able to hold the opportunity. That's what I'm feeling. The feminine energy, yin energy, when we're in our element, is when we are able to receive. Those are the words that are coming through. So and obviously things that you want to enjoy to receive coming in. Now, also learning to receive is an action without having to make it an action. So that's where I feel like the words of an action without taking action. Like, you won't have to do anything, just being open to receive it. And if it feels enjoyable and it feels right, and most of all, trusting your intuition. If you don't trust your intuition, then you're not trusting yourself. And you got to learn to tap into learning how to decipher between the ego mind and your intuition. Can be really, really hard, but learning how to trust your intuition, it takes time. It takes, like, you have to be patient, and it takes time. And I feel like that's with the Venus and Saturn. I'm feeling like breaking karmic past patterns. I feel like this is for a collective. This is for everyone. I feel like everyone is going through. Saturn is like the strict teacher who likes to sorry, I was just checking my screen. It keeps going blurry on me. Saturn is like, it likes to teach you things, but it's also about karmic lessons. So, it's a bit, Let's see what else the cards say. All right, show me divine feminine energy. Speak to me. Moon, new moon energy message. Six of Swords. You honestly can't make this up. Two of Wands. I'll read it out in a minute. I'm feeling 3 cards and then 2. Okay, what do you have to let go of? 5 of Pentacles. Get out of here. I love you, babies. Thank you for a beautiful message. And 6 of Cups. All right, so 6 of Swords, being open to receive. You actually can't make this up. I'm glad I filmed it. 2 of Wands, making those choices on what it is you want in your life. And then we got 8 of Cups as well, which 8 of Cups, I'm going to say just be careful of Eight of Cups is walking away from something, but it can also be kind of like, oh, how do I say this? I'm just trying to find the words. Speak to me, Spirit. Eight of Cups here is transformation. She's on the dragonfly. She's, she here. I'm just saying she because the card's got she, but she's heading in a new direction, and it might feel sad. Cups are all about emotions and, you know, leaving things in the past and transforming and heading in this new direction and having this goal. Now, when I asked the cards, what do we need to leave in the past? And we got the 5 of Pentacles. Addictions. So 5 of Pentacles is about having kind of like a loss and focusing on things that, like money losses, things like that. Focusing on knowing that you are supported, and even if things are hard, like money wise, I don't know who needs to hear this message, but even if you're feeling like things are hard money wise, knowing that you are supported and knowing that even if things are a loss, you've still got your health, or you've still got things around you that are wanting to protect you and keep you safe, and things work out for a reason. That's what I keep hearing. But I'm also seeing like hidden money, so coming, but you have to walk away from something first. Then we got 6 of Cups, which 6 of Cups is just sort of envisioning and putting it out there. It's just sort of saying, hey, this is what I do want. And I feel like this new moon energy is going to draw that in and get you to just write it down. That's what we do for new moons. We write down our intentions, whether we start a journal and we put it out there and we say, hey, I really want this and this to happen, or this is what I would like or would prefer, or whether it's a job or a partner. You set your intentions, but I feel like the focus will be on you. How would you present yourself better to the world as you, or serve yourself to the world better? I'm hearing lots of words. How, by helping you fill up your cup so you can serve and be the person that you want to be. But you need to start with the inner work first. Receive, be able to receive that feminine energy. you know what? Someone said this to me once and I was like, what does that mean? Rite of passage. So here we've got the new moon in the background. I don't know if you can see that because my camera's warped. But you're about to take a journey into the unknown. But you will feel, once you get out of this, you will feel like the open space and feeling like you will feel that freedom, and you'll feel, once you let go and once you keep pushing forward to what it is that you want. Then we got inner alchemy. My light's not very good, but you've got that. We all have that. I feel like that's kind of connected to the Magician card, where we all have that inner turning inwards, that inner magic and spark and medicine is the words that I keep hearing within us, in able to move forward. And then the next card is inner compass. Again, we've got the new moon. Am I covering it? I'm covering it. I can't see this phone properly, I'm sorry. On this, I really need to be less lazy, and get my camera set up. But inner compass, so following your inner compass, and to do that is following your intuition, and following your intuition is following your feelings, following your vibe, following your gut. When you know something doesn't feel right, your gut tells you. And I'm not talking about the ego, of nerves or things like that. I'm talking about, you just know when something doesn't feel right, and you really need to connect to your intuition again. If you want something and you're unsure whether you should go down that sort of path, like whether you want that job, or whether you want to buy that house, or whether you want that kind of relationship, if it feels right and it makes you happy and it brings you joy and it brings you pleasure, and it gives you that spark, that is trusting your intuition, and that is following your gut. So that is what following your inner. I wasn't going to do any more, but the cards are saying more. Spirit wants to speak, but that is following your inner compass, your inner intuition that we are all built with. I hope I'm not going cross-eyed. I'm not sure where I'm meant to be looking, but and there she goes. I've got like the ADHD of a child. I'm just like, especially when spirit starts speaking to me, it's like, hang on a minute, hold up. I'm like still trying to talk and get this part out, and then the like messages will start coming through. I'm like, oh my God. I remember when I had COVID, I was replying back to a girl and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I can't do a reading just yet. And then I'm like, oh my God, I've got your mother. She's here with me. And I'm really sorry. Like, I don't mean to, bring anything, but she's really pushy. She's really bossy. And yeah, she just wrote back, oh my God, I have been wanting to speak to my mum for so long. I wanted to know if she's all right. And I said, look, she's all right. She's still the same. She's watching over you. And yeah, so that was when I thought that my head was like cloudy. It was still all coming through. Messages were still coming through. And I got no idea why I just rambled on to that conversation. Someone's doing that to me at the moment. So I'm on a pretty happy vibe. So I'm off with the fairies. That's why I chose the fairy deck. So Four of Swords dropped out, which Four of Swords is take this time to rest. use the inaction without action, and then we got the Chariot card. Then you can move forward. 8 of Cups again once you've done your transformation. Oh, I love the Ace of Cups. And follow through on what you love, and then 8 of Wands, you're going to receive a message. You're going to get the message. I like 8 of Wands and next to 8 of Cups. So there is an inner transformation within yourself. 4 of Wands is, and 2 of Cups. It's definitely a soul connection. There's a soul connection, baby. Come here. Hi. Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Self-sabotaging seems to be coming up. These cards keep coming up a lot, and then Queen of Pentacles. So, 2 of Cups. There's relationship on the cards. There's choices to be made. There's a Knight of Cups, romantic relationship. 4 of Wands, consulting and connecting and being guided. I feel like you're being looked after, and you just really got to have that trust. Take that 4 of Swords, first card that fell out, which is just suggesting, you know, use that time to go inward, do a meditation, ask your guides to not, like we always say, oh yeah, look for the signs and stuff, but you can really dig deep and, you know, say, show me how to show me what path, or instead of like, show me the sign and that's a big message. Like, I love that stuff. I used to always drive along the road and the lights would just come on, like the road lights, and I'd be like, okay, if this is this, I'd make little things in my head, because I knew as I was driving into the city or something, the lights would come on, so to give me like a sign. But then if they didn't come on, it would ruin my night, sort of thing. So don't do signs like that. That was another message coming through for anyone that's wanting signs all the time. You're not going to receive them if you're not connecting to your intuition. I feel like the guides are wanting to hand that over to you and receive that over to you with your inner work, with the inner alchemy and the inner magic. And it's time for you to start trusting your intuition. There might be something that you have to revisit in the past in order to move forward, and to be able to heal that. There's a lot going on this new moon. There is a lot. That's why I really wanted to jump on quickly. But there is that soul connection. And the 2 of, these have been coming up a lot. 2 of Cups. So I feel like there is going to be new beginnings. 100%. Relationships on the cards. Just, we always got that self-sabotaging. Like, we can be our worst enemy, can't we? Really. We're like meaner than anybody else can be to us. And that's kind of sad, because we should be loving and nurturing. And I feel like this new moon is going to make us, especially with Virgo, I'm feeling it's a Virgo vibe, is really going to make us clean up the things that need to be cleaned within ourselves, things that we need to do within ourselves, like taking care of our body, mind and soul. Come here, baby, come here. Why are you barking? In order to be able to move forward, and being patient with your intuition as well is what I'm hearing. Listen to the calling. Listen to the calling, because you will be called. I feel like people will be called and will be asked to step up. All right, my loves, that was it, and it wasn't that short. So let me know down below with comments if you want me to read on anything else, and hopefully I will try and get a September one out soon. So I do plan to do that in between charts and stuff. All right, love and light.